All right, everyone, here we are back for another episode of Mark on Comics. Thank you for joining me. And before we get started, I'd like to ask that if you like what I do, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bells. And that way the algorithm will get me in front of more people. I'd really appreciate that. So today what I've got for you is I've got my top 10 comics and cover picks coming out on March 12th, 2025. So as always, getting started with Marvel, there's Hell Hunters number 4. I've really enjoyed this series. I haven't reviewed it, but I have really enjoyed it. And so I am looking forward to it. I like the past narrative, getting some people that we don't normally see together and having some fun with that. So looking forward to it. Then Power Man Timeless number 2. So I'm a Power Man fan, and I did enjoy Timeless number 1, so I'm looking forward to number 2. Then we move over to DC Comics. We've got Absolute Batman number 6. So I think number 5 for me was kind of a miss, but I'm still anxious to see what keeps happening in Absolute Batman. So go, go, go. And then we've got Black Lightning number 5. So I've really been enjoying this. Black Lightning doesn't get all the respect he deserves. So I'm really hoping this series will keep that going because it's a great read. Should pick it up. Next, from Dark Horse, we've got Welcome to Twilight number 1. So the synopsis looks interesting. The covers look interesting. So I'm interested. So Welcome to Twilight number 1. Then from Distillery, we've got Defiant number 1. This book just looks incredible. And I am a big fan of the oversized formats. Love magazine size. And so Defiant looks like it's going to be another hit for Distillery. One thing I will say, Distillery, I really honestly don't like the fact that all of these stories are 3 issues. No, give me an ongoing. I'm looking forward to it. I want Distillery to pick up the pace and get something going that we can all really enjoy. Then moving on to Image Comics, we have Assorted Crisis Events number 1. This is a new anthology. It's not a horror anthology, at least the way they present it. It's a sci-fi anthology, and the first book looks really good, so I'm looking forward to that. And always on my list when it comes out, we've got Transformers number 18. We're hitting issue number 18. I think for me, there's been 2 stinkers, that didn't get the highest ratings. But other than that, Transformers off from all the way at number 1. And I am not, in general, a Transformers fan, but this book is winning me over. Really enjoying it. Then from Dynamite, Space Ghost number 11. I'm really looking forward to it. Space Ghost has just been hot. I've really enjoyed it. I'm looking for the crossover Space Ghost Johnny Quest Space Quest. We'll see how that goes when it gets out. Looking forward to it. Then from a new company, AMP, we've got Prodigal Son. So I'm really looking forward to Prodigal Son. That's looks kind of freaky, kind of spooky, so looking forward to it. Then I do have some honorable mentions on the list. So first honorable mention for Marvel is Amazing Spider-Man 69. In general, the last couple issues of Spider-Man have just fallen flat with me. 65 Deaths was awesome, and I really thought it was going to move forward, and no, it didn't. It just didn't work for me. The next honorable mention is from Ahoy. It's Babs, number 6. I just love Babs. She's really great. Garth Ennis is doing an awesome job, but honorable mention this time. Then from Image, I've got 2 honorable mentions, Geiger 12 and Redcoat 11. Now, I love both of these books from Ghost Machine, but the reason they're honorable mentions is that I thought Assorted Crisis Events and Transformers 18 just looked better. So, there were my top 10 comics and a couple of honorable mentions. So now I want to move on to the covers. Now, I went through these books 4 times looking at all the covers. I could only get 9. Some of these covers are really great, but they're not anything that, wow, I really like that. So here are the wows. I really like that. Starting with Marvel, we've got West Coast Avengers number 5, the Todd Knock iconic cover. Todd is killing it. When he does a book, it's great, but he seems to be moving more towards covers, and every one is a killer. Every one. So he's got several out this week, but I just wanted to stick with one of his. So West Coast Avengers number 5. Then we've got Helverine number 4, the Jonas Scharf cover. So I am a fan of Helverine. Really enjoy Dakin, but it's not on my top 10 list, but this cover is awesome. I really, really enjoyed this Jonas Scharf cover. That's why it's on the list. So next for Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man 69, the Ben Harver 1 in 25 variant. So this, as we talked, is a cover list. So that is on my top cover picks for the week. Then moving on to DC, we've got Batman and Robin 19, the Javier Fernandez cover. So, good cover. I haven't been reading Batman and Robin, but it's had several cover hits for me over the last few months. So, I'm in. Next, we've got Green Lantern Corps number 2, the Fernando Pasarin and Ockler Albert recruitment poster acetate cover. Really doubt I'm going to be able to get one, but I love Kalawaga. We want you. It's really a good cover. So if I can get one, I'm gonna. I understand it might have a $10 cover price, but I'll be okay with that because it's so cool and acetate. Then we move over to Dynamite, and we've got Space Ghost 11, the Barons cover. So Space Ghost, on my list a lot, but this cover is killer. Really enjoy it. Then, moving over to Image, we've got Spawn 362, the Monk cover. Good cover. I usually get all the Spawn covers at my LCS, so I would pretty much bet this will be in my pull box. Then we move over to the new company in town, AMP, with Prodigal Son number 1. This was on my top 10 list, but it's also on one of my top 10 covers. This is incredible. I just love it. I'm looking forward to it. Can't remember if I put it on my pull list or not. Let's see. Then from Dren Publications, we've got Alien Armageddon 1944, issue number 3. So I hadn't been picking up this book, not really familiar with it, but when I came across the cover, it's like, wow, wow, wow. I really hope I can get a copy. This cover is on my top list. So those are my top 9 covers for March 12th. So then we have my top 10 picks, top 9 cover picks. I hope this helps you decide books that you might have an interest in. So thank you much for joining me. We will see you all next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.